Hey everybody, welcome to your next MBA course here in HR management. Got my scenery up here. All of you been, we've all been in the same courses here, so I do my little scenery. Also got our 4th of July fireworks going there. And my topic real quick this week is about discipline or self-discipline. One of the common things I notice when students fall behind, get assignments in late, they provide reasons and everything. It always comes around to discipline or self-discipline. We all have lots of things going on, but we have to decide what we want to do now and what are we want to do. So in your case, you're in the MBA program, you want to get your MBA, and for professional reasons and so forth. So that's your goal, and you need to make sure that you're focused on that. And that philosophy would also apply to everything, your family, your jobs, other commitments you're doing. You got to figure out a discipline or a self-discipline way to help keep yourself focused. Don't let the distractors get you. Like it says here, number one trait that is essential to accomplishing goals is self-discipline. I've mentioned before about making school part of what you do instead of something extra, little things like that. So anyway, so the discipline thing is my point. All of you are, moving along in the program here. So, but I do notice little hiccups along the way. So we just need to make sure, you're staying, focused, no distractions. The other thing I want to go over real quick. This video is going to be a couple minutes longer than normal, but I want to go over the welcome letter because, just cover a couple things. This is nothing new, but I just want to review it just so there's no misunderstandings or anything. Graduate, as this in the letter here, we got the assignment submission policy. As graduate level students, regardless of where you're on campus or what school you're going to, online or whatever, it's an expectation and policy that assignments are on time. Late assignments are not accepted. Exceptions for extenuating circumstances can be allowed, but it depends. Hospitalization or something like that. Things like that. This past week we had a couple students, storms, power outages, fried computers, things like that happen. And that's understandable. And if you ever have a situation, just get in touch with me, and then, but things like a vacation or a conference, work, those are not reasons for late assignments, nor are they reasons for requesting like an incomplete or an extension. I call them extensions, but the official term is incomplete. I'm sure all of you are aware that there's a policy where you can get a 2-week extension if you have extenuating circumstances. Those circumstances are things like you're in the hospital. It's not I got extra hours at work or something like that. So I just want to be clear on that. And as general policy, we don't even give these extensions in graduate programs. So, but again, if something serious comes up, make sure you get in touch and we can see what we can do. Discussions, it's the same. Weekly discussions worth 30 points. Initial one by Wednesday. If you're late, then you lose 5 points for lateness. The replies, you got 2 replies to students and then 1 reply to the instructor video or the instructor thread, depending on what week it is. And so you got 3 replies, each one's 5 points. If you do not reply during the week of the discussion, if you make a post after the week, after the discussion's ended, you don't get graded on that. And the reason being is it's over. It's like showing up for a ball game a day late. So that's the way, that's how that is. And again, you're in a graduate program, graduate level, if you're in a job running a company or something, you can't be late or get something submitted. You can't submit the payroll late just because, so again, you're at a different level now. So, and again, time management, I mentioned about, and again, making this part of what you do instead of something extra, that's the important thing, and have that same attitude at your job, family and other things you do. So, all right, so there's that. I'll put this over here for a minute. And then, okay, so into the course here, HR. You do have, you know, you get your book there, same way, same place. You got weekly presentations, 4 or 5 chapters. The other thing, yeah, 4 chapters this week. The other thing is when these, all schools, when they design programs, one of the expectations is that students are spending 10 to 20 hours a week per course. Now, I realize that's kind of, depending on your situation, it might not be something you can do. But again, when you feel like, oh, there's a lot of work to be done. But again, it's based on putting 10 to 20 hours of work in there. Now, I realize most students can't put that much time in there. But again, you know, I just wanted to clear that up on that part. You got the discussion, you got the, like I said, presentations, reading material, your final paper. You will have a final paper due in week 5, and you're going to write a HR policy. All right, it's going to be 5 to 8 pages, double spaced, 12 point, Times Roman, APA writing style. Title page, table of contents, and reference. So HR policy, 5 to 8 pages on the, you know, the topic, the HR topic you pick. You will also have for week 1 here, come up with the references you're going to use for that paper. So that's one of the assignments for week 1. Then of course you got the discussion. You got article review. When you go into the article, you know, and you're going to click there, and what you're going to come up with is, when you click on that, you'll come up with this right here: strategic resource management. Oops. Okay, get back over there. All right. So and here's the points you got to cover. All right. So people hear of HR, they think, and there's 2 types of HR. There's general HR and there's strategic HR. So that's what this assignment's more about. So, all right, and okay, final paper, article review, and a quiz each week. So you have your quizzes each week. Each week you'll have a little something to do about your final project. Like week 2, you'll have an outline. Then you'll also have an assignment from the book and another quiz, and pretty much the same as you go through the. Here you have your discussion, assignment, quizzes, discussion, assignment, quiz. Yep. So same thing all the way through, and then you'll have, you know, your final paper. So it's not a written exam. You know, it's the paper that you're doing. So, all right. And with that, so that should do it. I'll let you go. This took a little bit longer than normal, but first week, and just want to make sure we're clear on all that stuff. With that, I'll let you go. I'll give you my test question for this week. 5-year-old grandkid, what's he doing? So let me know what you think he's doing there, and that will do it, and I will let you all go. Again, and as always, you know, please get in touch with me if you got a problem or question or anything, so we can, you know, keep you straight and keep you getting through the program here. So, and with that, I'll let you go. So have a great week, everybody. Good 4th of July and stuff. Take care.